Now we are now in fun territory. We're just doing it for exploration and building like supreme vision clarity here, right? So what if I play this story? What mod of x minus 3 plus mod of y is equal to 4, let's say, right? Some things are same and a little is changing here. So first of all, you go back to your zero step, your day one interpretation. Let me play with input output. I know zeros are interesting points for x as well as y. Let me start creating those, and again let me try and understand the overall shape. And if I can connect to some shortcut, okay, this minus 3 just shifts it right or left, maybe my life will become easier, right? Because then my pattern will be supreme. So let's start thinking about that. Mod of x minus 3, when will this become 0? Why? Because when this becomes 0, I know mod of y equal to 4 is a very simple equation to solve. So let me go for that point. X is equal to 3, this will become 0. Mod of y will be equal to 4, so y will be 4 comma minus 4. So think in your story, when you did not have this minus 3, you had a 4 minus 4 at 0, right? At 0 you had a 4, at 0 you would have a minus 4 if you do not include this in the story, right? You've seen that earlier. And now I see at that the same location of y4 and minus 4 is happening at x is equal to 3. So here y is 4 and y is minus 4. Can I guess the direction? I know it's going to be downwards, downwards, upwards, upwards, like so. But just to be sure, let me play around. What if I say x is equal to 4? If I put x is equal to 4, so this starting point was easy, right? Think of a 0 point. You could have also made this 0 and build the story backwards from that direction. So if I put 4 here, 4 minus 3 gives me 1. 1 plus mod of y is equal to 4. That means mod of y is equal to 3. That means y is equal to 3 comma minus 3. So my line is definitely going so. Again, let me get rid of the y-axis so that there's no confusion about the story. Now, because I see this much and I know the general graph, I know it's going to be something like this, right? And similarly, it's going to be so in the other direction also, but just because we're doing it for the first time, play around. Instead of x is equal to 3, go backwards, say x is equal to 2. What happens? If I put x is equal to 2, I'll get a 2 minus 3, which is a minus 1. Mod of that will give me a 1. Mod of y plus 1 is 4. Mod of y is 3. Again, I'll get y is equal to 3 comma minus 3. Right? So as I go back in the story, the value is going down again. And the same thing here. So I know my shape is the same as earlier. So what has happened compared to the earlier story, the point where you had the high point and the lowest point has shifted to the right by 3 units. Haven't we seen this story earlier? That means whatever I've learned earlier now can be quickly applied here. Minus 3 inside means the whole graph is shifting 3 to the right. Right, so some of you might be catching on to the idea. That means once again I can get this location fairly quickly. This location, I know the y value is not changing, so y is 4, but the x has changed to 3. Normally without this it would have been a 0 comma 4, but now it has become a 3 comma 4. So again I can start adjusting it to my overall thinking process and again make a shortcut out of it fairly quickly. Playing around with the same story, what happens if you make y equal to 0, right? This point as well as this point. If you make y equal to 0, what do you get? You get a mod of x minus 3 is equal to 4. That means now I'm going for my distance revision also. The distance of x from 3 is going to be 4 units. That means x is 7, or it is going to be minus 1, right? 4 units from 3 in the other direction is going to give you a minus 1. So I have these coordinates also. This is going to be 7 comma 0 and this is going to be minus 1 comma 0. Again, compared to your original story where there was just a mod of x plus a mod of y equal to, let's say, 4. So those points were 0 comma 4, 4 comma 0, 0 comma minus 4 and minus 4 comma 0. So what is changing in the story? Instead of a 0, you're getting a 3, right? That means everything is shifting 3 to the right, or you just add 3, you have a shortcut now. What is happening here? Instead of a 4, you're getting a 7. So y is remaining the same because there's no change in the y story, right? But instead of a 4, you have a 7. Again, compare the points. What is this point? 3 comma minus 4. Compare this point. This was 0 and minus 4. This is 3 and minus 4. A shift of 3 to the right. This point was minus 4. This point has become minus 1. A shift of 3 to the right. So now you'll be like, yeah, I know this game because we've already played this game. If I put a plus 3 here, so let me start by going for my those 4 important points, right? I know the shape is fairly easy now. My 4 important points would have been 0 comma 4, 4 comma 0, 0 comma minus 4 and minus 4 comma 0. Now there is a plus 3 here. I want to make it 0 first of all. X plus 3 should be 0. So x will come out as minus 3. That means everything is shifting to the left this time. Because we have already spent time thinking about the right and left shift depending on minus or plus, I will not get into too much detail. I will just assume that yeah, now you know the pattern. And that means if I'm trying to create a new graph and everything is shifting to left 3 points, this point will become minus 3 comma 4. Notice the value of y is the same. Value of x has gone from 0 to minus 3, a shift of 3 points. This point was 4 0, a shift of 3 will become 1 comma 0. This point was 0 comma 4, now this is the same story, minus 3 comma minus 4. This point was minus 4 comma 0 will become minus 7 0, 3 more points, right? And the shape will still be the, and now you know this is x is equal to 1. So say if this is x is equal to 0, your coordinate axis will be so, right? And again this trouble because the graph paper is not available on the board yet, soon it will be, right? So the same game, shifting right, shifting left. So if I'm playing with x, the game is happening on the horizontal axis.